Hey everyone, I promise I'm not turning this channel into just a food channel. I simply wanted to get enough recipes up and videos up of food things to fill out that playlist a little bit so it just didn't look so vacant. And it is winter and I have some house projects that I'm working on. The house is an absolute mess. I've been moving stuff around. I'm getting ready to paint. Hopefully, oops, knocked the picture off the wall. Hopefully this wall will be a different color next time I do something over here. I bought this house a number of years ago and it was vacant for a couple of years and it was basically trashed, and so I've basically just been living in it the way it is because it's just me and the dog and the cat, and I'm kind of waiting to do some other projects to get it finished before I can move on. And so it seemed kind of stupid to do a bunch of home repairs and improvements when a lot of it's just going to be undone down the road anyway. That being said, today I'm going to make, I guess, Mongolian beef or a variant thereof. I don't really have much of a recipe. I'll try and use like measuring spoons and what have you so I can get an idea of what it actually is so I can print it down below. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, do the thing with those buttons down there. And yeah, we'll just get at it. What we have here is what the grocery store calls stir-fry beef, which probably means it's just scraps of everything they trimmed that day at the grocery store. But that'll work fine. It's already cut up. I don't have to do a bunch of monkeying around with it. Kind of break it up here. I suppose I could use my bare hands because it's just me eating it, but this seems a little more human, a little more. Screw that, we're using our hands. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna break this apart. They cut it really thin, nice thin. But we do need that separated pretty well. These pieces are maybe a little bit big for what we're gonna do, but if someone else is gonna do the work and cut it up for you, I'm totally fine with that. They can do it however they like. And you get a little bit of that gross fat in there. A little fat's not a bad thing, but I don't like that really hard fat stuff. That really hard stuff is really gross. Alright, so I'm going to try and use measuring spoons and stuff so we can actually see what this is, kind of give myself an idea so I can jot this stuff down as I'm going here. We're going to try a tablespoon soy sauce. And maybe a little bit too much. Did I say a tablespoon? What did I grab? I grabbed a teaspoon. I'm crazy. Anyway, that was a teaspoon, I guess. That's about what I use. I don't know, maybe probably a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to do more than that. We'll do a couple of them. Cornstarch is one of those things you kind of don't use enough that sometimes you'll go to use it and just find out that you're out of it because you don't use it that often. Put a little bit of that in there. Yeah, I said I was using a spoon. I'm clearly not. Okay, that much. Splash of oil. I think just doing a light bit of soy in this just gives it some flavor, but it keeps it from being overly salty, I think. We're going to let that sit for a little while here, and we'll be back in a minute. Give those a nice bias cut. Sauce. If you do this at your place, I highly recommend being extremely safe with copious amounts of oil in the pan and a gas flame. Dredge this with some cornstarch. See how that works out. Remind me to pick up some cornstarch from the store, will you? Thanks. For someone that said I probably wouldn't use this cutting board for at least a year, I sure am using it a lot recently, aren't I? I love this thing. Still breaks my heart to cut on it, but I'm getting over that. Oil's pretty hot, so we're gonna go ahead and put these in there. Like I've said in the other videos, this isn't anything that's true to anything in particular. This is just stuff I like to eat. I probably should sit a little longer than that, but on the one side, these are still really clumpy. I didn't get these broken apart very well. Coming along pretty good there. A little bit more, just get a little darker on the edge, a little crispy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Move this aside, set those aside in a bowl. I'm not very good at keeping fresh aromatics around. I like to use these because it's just easier, and honestly, monkeying around with ginger sometimes a little bit of a pain. So a little bit of that in there. I use my drumstick spoons. Get that a little good there. Get off the heat, figure out where I put the rest of my sauce. Okay. Thicken that up a little bit with some cornstarch. I'm not very good with cornstarch. You never know how much it makes. That's looking pretty good already. Go ahead and dump our beef back in. Put our green onions in. I don't know if you're like me, I get these moods where I'm like, oh, I want Chinese food, or I want Asian food, or Vietnamese, or whatever. When I lived in Minneapolis, I lived really close to what they call Eat Street, and there was pretty much every ethnicity of food that you could possibly want to eat at any given hour within like 2 blocks of my house. And so now that I live out in the boonies, just a little bit of too difficult to go into town just to get some specialty food. So just make it at home. And this is actually pretty easy. I mean, once again, everybody, thanks for watching. I'm going to go eat this here in a second, but don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Leave a comment. They're always fun. And it makes YouTube think I'm a lot cooler than I am, and you kind of move up the ranks so you get more views and what have you. Like I said before, if you're looking for more recipes, there's probably a better place to go, but this is the stuff I make, and well, I'm going to go eat it. See you next time. Oh my God. I was just trying to get enough food videos up that, God, does this make me look cross-eyed?